volunteering my skills and
There's the personality maker. Get some coffee done. It is about 3:45 now. And this is Cardio Confessions with Katie and I. Let's do some cardio. But first, some coffee. So we're testing out this new microphone. Let's see if it works and how it's going to pick up the audio.
warm coffee. It's really cold outside. It's about 2 to 3 degrees. Very cold.
Really?
I guess the way we start this is I start the car really slow. Just drifting through. Yeah. And more taste. As you can see, it's not really stressed.
Yeah, no,
really
nice and chill.
Quite fun.
It's winter here, you can see it's layer after layer. So first we just get into it, and currently it's not a check with massive amounts of cardio. It's already lean. So this is like the rest week. We're still playing, we're still doing cardio, but it's not on that level of intensity. Just to gather the bearings again. And then from Monday it's going to be 100% full on grind again. And then we have 50 days until we get onto the plane and leave South African floor. We'll compete internationally. So from Monday, so we're giving ourselves a little bit of a break. And it's not to slow down, it's in actual fact to speed up. So we can, you have to take care. It's a give and it's a take. Now it's time to just relax a bit. Take the foot off the pedal. Slow down, reassess, heal yourself a little bit, get some more sleep. Like I said, the little bits of calories coming in. You don't want to break the diet, but you want to try and get some of your calories or that actually heal. So we do a little less strenuous and a little less intense, just for this week.
And as you were saying, the calories, you spice it up a bit.
There's nothing special changes. We didn't even have the opportunity to go back and eat cake and all that shit. And the other side of that, the more shit you do that you're not supposed to do, the more influx, inflammation, and problems you cause in the physique that you're going to end up having to fix. And then the vast majority of your time is spent on fixing stuff instead of improving stuff. So yeah, we want to eat, we have cravings, but over time, doing this for a couple of years now, you learn it's no short give-ins causes long-term problems. It just detracts from what you could have been. And now you're fixing problems instead of improving. So we try and keep it quite balanced.
We work within a range. So the focus is on getting in and we would drive. We sometimes top it over the top. So have extra of what we're currently eating. Currently it was a mixture of awesome amount of food. So broccoli, kale, spinach, mix it all up, and then lentils. Add a bit more, maybe add a few dates, so that you have something to take out.
So for us, for those of you who don't know, we are vegan. So the fish just mentioned, that's our staple. We eat that whether it's in season or season, because that's the way we get protein. That's the way we construct our nutrients to give us a maximum amount of function amino acids. So for those of you who thought there's no protein for vegans, if you simply combine a grain like rice with a legume like a lentil, you get a full amino acid profile, which means it's as powerful or has the same type of potential in muscle building as meat. But upside to that is we are eating carbs, which turns into protein. What is absorbed, the amino acid profile that is complete. The body doesn't know I'm eating steak or I'm eating lentils, I'm eating a carrot. Simply it says that nutrients that run into the bloodstream once it's been digested, and that is an abundance of amino acids. So we're pretty much always full of protein and amino acids.
And then we add things like olive oil, profile of olive oil is very close to the meat profile and some coconut oil, and sprinkle that on, eat copious amounts of salads, perhaps some apple cider vinegar in that, depending on where we are in the salt, salt, the land salt. You can get your profile in. You also have to adjust slowly the body's perception of where you're going and what you're going to food. Others are else. So if you can keep the perception flowing of food's coming in, it's really good. Nourishes the body, works with you. Really takes the role of assisting you in providing the energy. So it's fantastic. Soft, gentle on the digestion, absorbs easily, no issues, no bloating.
So that's one thing we can really confess about is when you go vegan, when you go vegetarian, you will see a drastic change in your gut constitution. Your abdominals, they are more clear, the bloating is less. It's almost like your midsection is just already smaller because there's far less information. Because we're eating so much greens, there's no meat, there's nothing that the turnaround time for digestion of the food we eat never requires inflammation. It's never greasy. It's never long, so the metabolism, once you speed it up, you need to keep it fast. You'll feel when you're in this shape, eating heavy, starchy, oily foods, you don't just slow down, you get actually sick. It slows you down to the point where your system is now wanting to run at high pace, and you're putting blocks of cement, or instead of fueling the fire with little pieces of wood, putting one big chunk on, it doesn't burn, it's small. It takes a really long time for this thing to catch fire. So you don't want to slow your metabolism down and speed up. Then you keep it speeding. You keep speeding. So easy foods, easier digestion, especially now. The immune system is going down. Training really hard, calories limited. There's a lot of information about just training. The way you training 3-4 times for 3-4 hours a day. So you have to have a diet that supports you in terms of healing, keeping inflammation down, sustaining your energy. That's the other cool thing about eating so much greens. When it's green, it contains chlorophyll powers the mitochondria, and now all the energy, the muscle cell energy. So if you eat a lot of greens, you give your muscle cells the opportunity to create and store their own energy, not fat. So your muscle can work at a very high capacity, being charged by these greens, the mitochondria itself becomes very active, and that burns more fat. So greens, if you don't have a lot of greens in your diet, get some more greens in your diet. There can never be enough greens in your diet, especially when you're dieting. And you can eat a lot of greens. If you think about carbohydrates, the greens is also carbohydrates, and oats. Let's take that. Spinach, baby spinach, and oats. So a cup of spinach is going to give you roughly say 40 grams of carbohydrates. Do you know how much spinach you must eat and can eat before you get 40 grams of carbohydrates from the leaves? You can eat kilograms, which means if you diet and you choose a low-calorie carb source like spinach, you can volumize your meals and feel like you're eating a big meal each time and be satisfied and get the energy and the vitamins, nutrients, minerals you need, and you feel satisfied. The oats is nice, but it's this much, then you have your 40 grams. Whereas baby spinach, I can eat this much, and I still, in the calorie ratio, it's the same amount as the carbohydrates. And the same goes for fats. If I am trying to get energy from my fats, compared to carbohydrates, the same cup of oats, and you get that calorie count, the 40 grams, times 4 for a gram of carbohydrates gives you 4 calories. Fat, on the other hand, is more dense. 1 gram of fat gives you 9 calories. Which means people that's following fat diets, or that's their main source of fuel, it's even smaller than the oats. So I can drink, say, 10 ml of olive oil, and it's going to give you the same energy as the cup of oats. And that's why people diet on fat. It makes the gut even smaller. So you get the energy, but the amount containing the energy is vastly smaller. So I drink a shot of oil, and I have the same energy as a cup of oats or 3 bags of grain. And depending on how extreme you want to make that, we like to eat, so we go with the grains, we can eat a lot. Some people like the oats, they like the carbohydrate creaminess. So they will eat a cup, and some people like to go extreme. They want their waist really tight and small, fat. But each one of those also affects the look. Lots of fat, you're going to be very lean, but you might be softer. Lots of greens, you might be very lean, but you might be very flat. And then you have your carbohydrates, and you might be slightly less lean, but you'll be much fuller. And you'll feel better, probably better moods. But all in all, there's not wrong, there's not right. There's more effective and less effective. And that approach is the same with training. I can't tell you you're training wrong, but I can tell you you're training less effective. Or if you train that way, it's going to be more effective. But there is no right or wrong. Anything that you do in terms of trying to be bettering yourself or positive or eating clean is good. It's not wrong. It can never be wrong. And I can't tell you this is the only way. There's a multitude of ways. This way is the one that works for us. That's why it's always sketchy for us to talk about what we do. Because some people don't go and do research and try and apply. They simply copy. It's straight to the bank. Any professionals, it's hasty to talk about what I do, how I construct my day. I eat this much meals, I eat this much protein. Because people simply copy paste. Because he's winning, he looks good, so it must be working for him, it must be working for him. And then people just copy paste. You cannot do that.
So I guess what you're saying is you got to move into the holistic space.
It's just,
You've got to get good, proper amount of sleep that works for you. You've got to eat the proper amount that works for you, depending on where you are in there's a huge amount of adaptability that happens in that space, and then same with training. But we play tremendously with types of foods that we have. So somebody's raw, somebody's cooked, somebody's boiled, so we get a complete spectrum. And that plays out with training as well. We do a lot of mind muscle connection. We need to get involved with the energy. Just with the energy, you know what it is. Come get it. You've got it. You just got to go and get it. So that's acknowledge that it is there. You just got to access the space, open up the key to the door of energy to that particular fiber. It's fantastic. You just got to go and get it. But as Shura says, you've got to know that it's there. You can't be putting in fudge and good stuff, and then hope that that's going to access you a good space of energy. It'll give you energy, very good help. So you come into these spaces, you hold them, you grab them, and then they work with, and then we can change the amounts and move into spaces of more or less, because essentially the body is completely used to and accustomed to what you do. And it is knowledgeable in the sense that you're going to meditate. You're actually looking after it. But today's going to be hard to take work. And you're moving out of these spaces. So it takes time to get to these places. We've found consistency over days, weeks, months, and years. There is such an important role in providing the body with security. This is where we're going, this is what we're going to do, this is what we can do. And then nurturing the space, looking after yourself, sleeping enough. Like what we did this week, not just driving back into quiet, full intensity. Starting up, warming up, and moving into space. So that trust that you build with yourself will reap real rewards. None of this punishment, torture, have to worry about. Yeah.
we are huge fans of our disease. I'm not here to crush it, to kill it, to hurt it, to punish it, none at all. I'm working with my vessels to do amazing shit. So when my vessel is no longer optimally functioning, I have to step back to create a more favorable space for my body. Because I'm trying to take care of my body. This is about longevity. And the longer you stay in a decent format of food, let's call it that. I don't want to put it like the word diet. Then you become more. You become what you want them to become. By sticking to that dedication and discipline, you are what you eat. So the more you can make use of proper nutrition, proper meal sizes, it will work for you. And it's kind of like people fear the space when they start eating clean, that the things they're not eating anymore will not going to die. Chocolate, chips, shit, pizza. It's the fear of never having it again that makes such an impact in, oh my God, I can't die, this is so fucking horrible, blah, blah, blah. You're not having that ever again. But in your goal, this path that you're walking now, that's not going to be the most optional thing to put in your body when it comes to attaining or achieving your goals. So it's not that you're not having it, or it's that you're restricted, or you can't have it, or it's evil. You need to decide that's not optimal for me. Once you make that shift, there is no cravings. There is no suffering because you understand it's for your benefit. There's not something that's been taken away from you because you were naughty or whatever the case may be. You choosing to better yourself. And that's it. It's not a, oh, I'm fat, so now I can't eat this, I'm restricted from that. Choose it instead of being told. Because you choose that you have the power. I made that decision. I want to better myself. This is the food that's going to do it. And if you have that approach, it's much more positive on your side. You can tell yourself, I can't have this, I can't have that. Because you can. You can have it.
So sometimes a craving is a call for help by the body. I'm not happy, I'm not satisfied with what you're
Something's missing.
Yeah, I need something else. And you're aware, those cravings persist until you feel it. And sometimes that craving is years of cravings for the same thing, chocolate. I just want chocolate. Or whatever it is.
And fun fact,
Yep.
most times all your system is lacking is magnesium. So due to the lack of magnesium, you crave everything under the sun. So if you fill up and you get the proper levels of magnesium in your bloodstream, there's no fluctuation in your glucose, far less fluctuation in your glucose. So you don't get cravings because you're stable.
And then, very interesting what we've experienced, once you move into eating food, nourishing, nutritious food, as we do eventually, your taste buds move with that.
There's change.
Yeah. You suddenly start to taste food on a very different spectrum, and it becomes really interesting.
Another fun fact, the greens, it is packed with magnesium. So if you eat a lot of greens, your cravings is automatically far less.
And it fulfills that need for satiety. So don't eat so that you stay hungry. Eat to satiety, not overflowing. Satiety. And with that comes the concept of chewing the food, preparing the food, enjoying the food. It all comes into this insane vessel that we have, and we can nurture and nourish it. So the taste buds, once you've moved to that space, you're actually enjoying the original taste of something like pumpkin, roasted, eat it. It's absolutely delicious. Just get to that space. But if it's tainted with all the processed manufactured food all the time, very difficult to eat. It's like it's hiding.
Yeah, look, if you still not, if you still haven't excluded processed stuff from your diet, that makes it really difficult. You need to understand there's a vast amount of corporations that spend billions on getting you addicted to the food that's in the cans and in the wrappers and shit. And in the sustainability of the product itself, to last shelf life. There's so much shit in there that is not recognized by your body. And if your body doesn't recognize it, and it can't break it down, chances is it's going to cause a lot of inflammation, water retention, stuff that you don't want because your system is not recognizing this. So natural forms of foods, not only do you know exactly what's happening with the food, where it's coming from, and that it's fresh, you know there's nothing extra in it. No shelf life, no preservatives, nothing to stop the breakdown and decay of the product itself. Some of these shit, you eat it and it's not even digest, that's how protected it is from lasting on the shelf. So your own digestive enzymes and tissues can't break it down. Because that's supposed to last cockroach attacks, crickets, ants, on a shelf. So it doesn't expire and the company loses money. And I guarantee you that shit is so strong and decently put together, it's going to survive your stomach and digestive tract. So you're not even getting the nutrients. You're just eating something that goes through your system, and it exits, you actually got nothing in return for that whole process of eating it to nourish yourself. No nourishment happens, and the craving becomes more because you're eating, but nothing is being satisfied. It's a vicious loop. Stay away from processed stuff, especially when you're dieting, especially when you're working hard. Because if you work hard, you want the return on what you're putting in. You don't. If you want to run really fast, you need to run really fast, and you need to have fuel to run really fast. If I give you a piece of donut, a greasy piece of donut, and I ask you, okay, you're going to do 2K now, flat out. By 100 people, you will have indigestion. It's not working. You can't run. You can't breathe right. This thing sitting in your stomach. It's not all systems go, because all systems cannot. Some system is now busy trying to break this thing down. If I gave you proper nutrition that will break down, that really just absorb into your body, get into the blood, into the muscle, and gives you performance, you're going to outrun the guy with the donut 10 times out of 10. And you will feel better and recover in time for the next one. He's still going to struggle with the donut he ate from the previous race. So performance just goes down.
And so does frustration go up. I have eaten, so we can look at ourselves as one of the most overfed, undernourished species that we've made for a long, long time. We just, sometimes we don't even know the food original food, so we think about food right before we eat it. We just, there's nothing wrong with that at times. But if we're wanting to achieve something, to aim towards a goal or a look, or a specific status within the body, you know what you're doing in terms of how you're nourishing yourself. What is happening? You're just adding in somebody else's junk from the right hand, which is fabulous at times. But there is a time and place for all of this nourishment to take place. So we're not saying don't teach yourself, don't have to eat, don't go. All those things are important. You eat clean, for most of your life, you have to restaurant, you have to share.
And it's nice. It's nice that it's more nice if you work really hard and you get your side clean, and you can actually sit down and have a cheap meal and enjoy it. Because you've done your side, you've worked hard, you kept it clean, and now you have a little reward. And that reward is needed. Because as you die, your system is going to try to find homeostasis. So you're going to have results on this clean diet, and all of a sudden there's declining results. So now your body's starting to realize what you're doing, it's adjusting itself, and all of a sudden clean food no longer has this impact it used to. That's the time you go and have a cheap meal. Because all it does, it ramps up the firing mechanism of your metabolism. So you eat foreign stuff, and all of this sudden your system needs to upgrade its hormones again. We don't know what this is, this is foreign. Ramp up the testosterone, ramp up the growth hormone, get the insulin, attack this. We don't know what it is. It takes it, it doesn't even store it because you are depleted and you've been doing your work. So all the energy, whether it's fake, good or bad, is mostly stored as glycogen. Or it's burned up immediately depending on how depleted you are. But you feel mentally much better. And the fact that it's foreign makes your hormone levels rise back to the top. When you start to diet, so all of a sudden fat burning is good again, metabolism is fast again, because you gave it something else that just sparked it again. So cheat meals is needed. It should be a scheduled thing. And that's a cheat meal, not a cheat day or a cheat week.
And you'll find that you can shift your philosophy from rewarding yourself with food to understanding what food is about. If the shift to having a cheat meal doesn't penetrate your psyche at all, there's this deep understanding, this philosophical level of trust with what you're going to take in. Your anchors of good food and meaning has been established. You can't shift anchors with one meal. So the psyche shift, I don't have to feel bad or guilty or suddenly go over 25 kilometers because of how that changes. And it changes automatically. You don't have to think about it. You just stay within your routine.
Yeah.
And the routine consists of both sides of the day. So when you wake up, you have a small routine, whatever it is. I think it's right for this. And then when you prepare for when you're preparing for the evening, prep your foods for the day. It doesn't take much effort. You don't have to have a huge conglomeration of places or anything like that. Just make a little bit more of what you make. Little packets and you're ready for the next day. And you're going to sleep much more too. Knowing you're set up for the next day.
You don't have that worry about I still need to do this. Finish. Make life easier for yourself. Have a routine so you can have carb conscience. That's what it's all about. And the reason for a decent routine is it's as simple as this. If you have a decent routine and you stick to your meals the way you're supposed to, and you have a cheat meal which is varying off of your natural routine, it has a significant increase in impact. But if there's no routine, how can you provide an impact? Because everything is chaos. So have a consistent routine, and then there's magical moments that you can apply that brings forth magic. Let's call it magic. So if you eat consistently 6 meals a day, every 3 hours, here's a form of magic. And you decide you're going to skip one meal. For some reason you can't get to it, or you deliberately skip a meal to burn more fat. If your routine is in check, your body is not gonna flip out, because your routine has been so solid. It's simply gonna say to the body, something's wrong. He's not managing his meals. Just let some more fat or more energy out of the stores. Right, so you burn more fat. If you didn't have the routine, and you never have the routine, it doesn't matter what you eat, when you eat, how you eat, it's going to store it as fat, because you're never providing it with a solid structure. So anytime it gets something, it's mine. It holds on to it, it stores it as fat, because there's no consistency. If you give your body consistent energy, there's no need for your body to store it. You understand? So you provide a constant flow, there's no need to store. You provide an influx of flow. Every time it gets, it's going to hold, because it doesn't know when it's going to get again. And if you give it consistently and you take a meal out, it continues to burn because it knows the pattern. And for some reason, it's just not happening now. But we have in the reserves, let go of the reserves, because he's going to eat in another 3 hours again. That's been the established pattern for now. So the body doesn't fluctuate or stress, because it understands, look, we do this every day, for some reason this happened now, but there's another meal and another meal coming, so there's no need to fear, there's no need to worry, because there is a set routine. If you don't have a set routine, worry is the only thing your body's going to do. We are hunter-gatherers, so if you don't have, it's going to continue looking for something. But if you establish a pattern, it's cool, I know how this goes. And the body is much more calm, far less cortisol gets expelled, because you're not in a zone where you are fearful or deprived or suffering and releasing all kinds of bad hormones because you're in a stressed environment. No adrenaline, no breakdown.
You've taken the perception that the body has of anxiety, of having to provide food and nourishment to stay alive, away. So you have this beautiful space of balance, consistency, and care. Like I'm looking after you, I've got your back, all is good. This meal, or the lack of this meal, or the strangeness of this meal is irrelevant. I know you're looking after me. and then you get the results. You truly do.
Yeah. Look, you need to see your vessel as a friend. It's not a separate entity. It's the vehicle that is getting you where you want to go. There's no buying a car for transport reasons to get you from A to B and then fucking walking and stabbing the tires flat. There's absolutely no reason to do that. And why would you do that? If you want this vehicle to move, you need to look extra carefully at the tires, because that's the actual transport way. So the tires need to be looked at. The fuel that you put into the car, you're not going to put the wrong fuel in the car, it's going to fuck up the engine. It is specific. If you have a high performance vehicle, like exotic sports cars, it's not a 95 unleaded that you put in that tank. It's not conducive. The machine is not going to work optimally. Yeah, it will probably drive, but it's not going to be that splittingly fast, powerful machine it was designed to be. Food and us is exactly the same. You can eat sweets and burgers and pizza and shit, and you can do a pull-up or two. You'll be torn, you'll be still struggling to repair the pull-ups that you've done because of the food you're eating, the sugars that's in it, the inflammation that comes with that. Someone that's eating a clean diet, by the time you are halfway recovered, he's done 3 more exercise sessions because he doesn't have all the shit in the way of his recovery and his performance. So really pay attention to your nutrition. It is the key. It is the key. Everybody's hunting the secret. What's the secret? There is no secrets. There is good food and hard work, and that's pretty much it. There is no special supplements, no special pills. There is dedication and discipline. Yeah, there's no supplement or fat burner that wakes you up. Hey, buddy, come get the fuck up. We need to go do 45 minutes of cardio. No fat burner does that. So you still need to apply the discipline and the dedication. No pre-workout is going to lift the weights for you. It's not going to push you for the next set. Yeah, you feel like you have energy, but all that is your discipline. Get up, eat the meals, prepare the food. There is no excuses. There is absolutely no excuses. And as long as you're going to find an excuse, you're going to find yourself in the same space. And I can identify, I've done all of this. I fucked up badly. And the only way you get to where you need to go is to be true and honest with yourself. Dude, this is not conducive. Yes, I love it, but it's not conducive. It's not making me a better athlete. It's not making me recover or perform better. So it's in the way. As much as I love it, I can't have it. It's not appropriate for now. It's not optimal enough.
But as Sean said, you don't have to never have it again. It's always there. It's there for the taking. Except when you do take it in again, it's on a completely different level. The space is perfect when you take it in again. And you can enjoy it. You really can have a super time eating great junk food.
Yeah, it should be fun. It should be balanced. You should have a balanced setting where you have rest days and off days as well with food. You have cheat days and it's nice, and you go with family and you have fun with them, the same foods. It is nice. It is much needed to have a balanced setting. So balance and mindfulness, especially if you're not doing shows, you just want to do this to be in a really nice shape, then it always boils down to balance and discipline. Be disciplined in what you do and have a balance in the food that you put in your mouth. Is this going to take me closer to my goals, or just either keep me here or actually take me backwards? That's the question you have to ask yourself, and then be real with yourself.
So construct a lifestyle that can work for you, rather than a sharp-edged sword of, if you don't do this now, you're going to get punished, and the body will punish you, it will take it from you, it will keep you from coming back happily for the next training session. So we can put in 3 training sessions a day, or maybe 1 every 3 days. It's, I guess, the ability to recover because of the nutrition we're taking in. It doesn't happen immediately. Don't stress about it. Just come into it. Follow some pathways, set a routine that works. That's the discipline. It's not a whole lot of motivation or expanding of previous lifestyles or anything like that. Just set yourself up.
Alright people, it is Friday. It is 4:30. It's going to be fabulous, and seeing that it's Friday, we're going to flex it as So we're having fun this week, and as you can see, it's still in condition. We had peanut butter, we had syrups, we had jams, we had nice stuff. It's been fun this week. Stepping off the stage, went to Mug and Bean, a nice coffee, anything vegan went. And if you have any vegan foods or vegan recipes or vegan meals or vegan restaurants you know about, comment in the leave the link in the comments, bars, anything, supplements we can look at, because it's still slow in South Africa in terms of vegan products and stuff. And even the vegan products, as much as we're going vegan, all of those are processed. You need to understand, to get a plant to taste like steak, there's a lot of processes that takes part to get that done, and that's not necessarily a good thing. So we're not necessarily trying to pay for vegan foods and vegan box-in foods. You know, it's going to be almost worse than just eating the meat. So, but we'll touch on that in the next video to explain that actually, because it's a big thing, and it's a big question we get. A lot of people that convert to going vegan end up eating all the box stuff, patties and steaks and fish that is fake meat. It's no. But we'll get there. For now, that is Cardio Confessions episode number 2. It's Friday morning, really early. I'm looking forward to the weekend. We're getting more and more back into it now. So by Monday, like I said, it's going to be full-blown routine again, which is awesome. We like it. We love it. It's nice to have a routine. It's almost weird when we don't, like now. You don't know where to be, what to do. Because you have the freedom, but you don't really need the freedom. You need your pattern. You need your consistency. You need your discipline. So it's almost frustrating to not have the discipline. Because what am I eating? What am I making tonight? I don't feel like the salad. If you have a routine, there's no option. You're not debating with yourself. Ask me, of course, that's it. Eat and be done. I'm not doing this for fun. I'm doing this for fuel. I'm trying to be an optimal athlete. So this is not about my feelings. I feel like something nice. I don't care about nice now. I care about performance. Right, people? Have a fabulous Friday. Have an even better weekend. Be kind to yourself. And get after your goals. Go crush it.